During this lesson, we will zoom into one of the examples we talked about. The goal here is to use this one example to introduce the role of art in social change. One of the most impactful examples of art driving social change in recent Nigerian history is the iconic image of Aisha Yesufu and many other NSARS protesters in the US that was captured by Victor Odiba. This photograph became a symbol of resistance against police brutality and government corruption. So let's quickly go over the impact of the image. One is raising awareness. The image went viral on social media and drew international attention to the End SARS movement. It highlighted the bravery of protesters and the harsh realities that many protesters faced. Another one is that it shaped public opinion. The subject of the photo is Aisha. The determined expression on her face inspired many Nigerians and shaping the opinion to whether to keep participating in the protest and to show that the protest was not violent as it was being presented. Next, it inspired action by motivating individuals to take part in the movement. Another one is that it encouraged dialogue. Given the platforms where it was spread, the image sparked conversations about the protest and the power Nigerian protesters had. We can summarize with the idea that images like this one do not simply represent justice or document history. They inspire justice and shape the future. You should go through Sarah Lewis's TED Talk in the resource section to learn more about this idea. So now, let's do a run-through of the roles of art for social impact. The goal here is for you to understand how your art can possibly shaping society and address social issues by using some of the examples we already know about. Starting with raising awareness. Explanation. In Falz's This Is Nigeria, the song and music video addresses corruption, police brutality, and social injustice in Nigeria. Although this is not a main purpose of the song, it raised awareness of issues faced in the country to those who do not know. Number 2 is shaping public opinion, which, like we have talked about already, was one of the roles that the NSARS protests photo we have talked about a couple of times already. Another is that it encourages empathy and understanding. The I Got Flowers Today film portrays the emotional journey of someone in an abusive relationship. By immersing viewers in the lady's experience, it fosters empathy and encourages understanding of the complexities surrounding domestic violence, even for people who have never experienced it. Another is to inspire action, like with the Your Body is a Battleground graphic design, which in the late 80s and early 90s became an iconic image for feminist movements. It encouraged people to advocate for women's rights and participate in protests and discussions about body autonomy. Another important one is to provide a voice to the marginalized groups. With the Jerome Project by Titus Kaphar, which focuses on African American men affected by the criminal justice system, the art allows the artist to give voice to individuals who are often overlooked and unheard. Okay, another one is to challenge the status quo. For instance, the Judy Chicago installation art piece challenges historical narratives by celebrating significant women who have been excluded from history books, inviting viewers to question gender biases and the underrepresentation of women in history. Now, let's talk about how art stimulates dialogue and conversation. And once again, we will reference Falz's This Is Nigeria. This song stimulated widespread conversations about the issues it highlighted and opened up lots of dialogues on social media and offline too. Later on, we'll also talk about the controversies around this and the effects it had on the work the music video could have had. A final role of art we'll talk about is to imagine a better future. We already mentioned Dr. Bishop's concept of windows, mirrors, and sliding glass door. Since art can act as a window into other people's lives, or a mirror reflecting our own experiences, or a sliding glass door inviting us to enter new worlds, it gives us the chance to imagine a better future for ourselves and others. So, hopefully we now understand the roles of art in driving social impact and are ready to move on to the next module.